Okay, hello guys. So for context, I made a previous video on a multiple clone shooting system, but the problem with that system is that the clones, all of them had the ability to shoot, but if one clone was shooting, the rest of the clones would stop shooting. So in this one, each enemy clone will receive their own bullet clone. So first of all, create a sprite. We're just going to make this one the player. The player, mine was just going to be a triangle. Make him blue, or whatever color you want to do. Blue, just because, normally the good guys are blue, right? Duplicate him. Call this one enemy. Go red, because the bad guys are usually red. And we're just going to create another one, and we're going to call this one bullet. Sweet. Zoom up really close. Now, sorry. Now in the top left, where my mouse cursor is, you'll see the costume, and below it you'll see a size. Now on my screen, on this video, the resolution is not good enough that you can tell what number it is, but I will tell you with my words. So I'm making it small enough that it's actually 2 by 2. So above my mouse cursor, you'll see the size. It should say 2x2, 2 by 2. Size, very important. So go to the enemy. I'm going to go when flag clicked, when I start as a clone, hide, show. So we do not want to see the sprite, we want to see the clone. Now we're going to want to create clones. So go repeat twice, create clone of myself. Sweet, does that work? It does work, nice. Also hide the bullet one. So we need clone identification. So go to the variables, go enemy counter, right there. Go enemy ID, go for this sprite only. So go here, set enemy counter to 0, change enemy counter by 1. Then we're going to go here and set enemy ID to enemy counter. So I'm sure you understand how this works. Repeats twice. So first round it goes through. The enemy counter is changed by 1. 1 plus 0 equals 1. It creates a clone. This script will now run. The enemy ID for this clone is set to this variable. That variable is holding the number 1. So now the variable for this clone enemy ID is set to 1. That's its identity now. And then the second round goes through right here, right? Repeat twice, and the same thing happens, but the enemy counter already being 1 gets changed by 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2, creates another clone, and this script runs again for the second clone. Its identity is now set to 2. So you could set this number to 5 or 10 or whatever. I'm just going to set it to 1 for now. Okay, so we've got the clone stuff set up. We've got its identity. Now, something I need to explain is, you know how I said each enemy clone will receive a bullet clone? This means that we need information on the enemy clones, so that way the bullet clones know where to go. So, they know who to shoot, who to get shot by, who to whatever. So if you go to the motion thing, you'll see this point towards. Actually, you'll see a Yeah, this one's more better as an example. So go to random position. In this drop down menu, you can see mouse pointer, and then you can see player and bullet. These two are sprites that we have created. Right here, the player and the bullet. So this means that we've already got the information for the player and the bullet, right? All in this block or function. And it will do the go to as well. You can't do this with clones. So this means that we have to use lists. So we need to have a forever make a list. This one's going to be called, yeah, X position, Y position, there. So I'm going to go and replace and just duplicate and duplicate. Go X, go Y, go X position, go Y position, and then go direction. And then chuck a enemy ID here, duplicate it, duplicate it. Awesome. Now we've got these lists set up, but we don't have any lists. So we need to go add, and add, dir, X, Y. I'm just going to make them all blank. Doesn't matter if they're not. Anyways, just chuck them here. So if we look here, we've got an X position variable in the list, and another variable for the Y position, and another variable for the direction. So the information for this clone is stored in these three lists. Now, if we were to make this 2, meaning we have 2 clones, we've got, some more lists. Now, you notice a problem. We've got 5. We only need 2 because it's 2 here. So what we're going to do is when flag clicked, delete all of dir, delete all of X, and delete all of Y. Sweet. But now you notice another problem. There's only one here, only one variable in the list, even though this is repeat twice. So this should be creating two of each of these, right? But we're not. Well, we are. But the problem is that when this script runs, it goes to the repeat, the first round of the repeat, creates a variable in the list, and then, because, other scripts need to run as well, this one runs and it deletes the first variable in each list. And then this repeat goes for the second round, it's repeat twice, and then it adds another variable to each of these lists, which is why we're only seeing one. So what we need to do is just go wait. Oh, actually, chuck this one in here. Wait 0 seconds. Boom, now we got 2. Sweet. Oh, sorry about that. Do not do that. Now we have the information for the clones. So now we can do the bullets part. But first of all, we're gonna go when I start as a clone, create another list. I should have created the list before. I'm gonna go requesting to shoot. So go replace requesting to shoot with 1. And then chuck in the enemy ID part here. I'm going to add a forever loop here. And we're just going to go wait 0.05 seconds. Cool. And because, we've created this list, we need to add it here. And we need to add it here as well. Sweet. So we've got 2 here. Awesome. Now we need to go to the bullet, and we're going to go Oh, first of all, this, we don't have the context behind this yet, but essentially this just tells the bullet to shoot. So go to the bullet, I'm going to go when flag clicked, hide, do not want to see the sprite. When I start as a clone, show. Go to X, Y, point in direction. So now, first of all, we need some identification for the bullets. So the bullet clones know which enemy clone to go to, which enemy clone they should respect. So to do that, I'm just going to go create a for the sprite only variable, bullet ID. Set bullet ID to enemy counter. Now you might be wondering, why don't we have a bullet counter? Well, we don't need one because the bullet counters, sorry, the bullet clones, by the way, create clone of bullet, chuck that in here. We're going to have the same amount of enemy clones as bullet clones. So that means we can just use the enemy counter here. We don't need to create another counter because we're going to have the same amount of clones. So now we can come here and we can go item dir, just chuck the ID thing in here. Change this one to Y, change this one to X. Awesome. So now the bullets will go to their respected clone, but they're not going to shoot. So to fix that, so block, we're just going to go cast or shoot or whatever you want to do. Run without screen refresh, very important. Chuck this one down here, chuck the cast one here, and then here we're going to go repeat until touching edge or, sorry, touching player. Pretty self-explanatory. The bullet's going to go until touching the edge or touching the player. So move 2 steps. Now you might think that's slow, but remember this is on run without screen refresh. So this will happen as fast as your computer is. By the way, your computer does not need to be that fast for this to be fast. So anyways, remember your sprite for the bullet should be 2 by 2. Should just be like a little square. And just make sure of that over here. Now I will explain the size. So the smaller it is, the more accurate the bullet will be on where it stops, on where it collides with the player and the edge. So we're not going to see this, we're going to make it invisible, but we're going to use a pen to visualize it. Now perhaps you don't like that idea, and you can just do a different technique. I'm sure you can improvise, use some different style, but just, in reality, you don't actually see the bullets unless they've got traces on them, and it's rare for traces to be on bullets. So, anyways, coming back here, move 2 steps. Yeah, so this seems done. So, by the way, grab out the pen extension. You just click over here down in the bottom left, and you can choose your extension. So for us, pen extension. Now go pen up, chuck the pen up one here, and then chuck the pen down one right here. Also, one more thing, just one more thing. Go forever, chuck this these ones here, and then go wait until item request to shoot equals 1. Okay, and then just go replace item bullet ID. Also, chuck the bullet ID thing on this one as well. Request to shoot with 0. So this means that it will only shoot if the request to shoot is set to 1. Right? This is what this is about. Wait 0.05 seconds. Set the request to shoot to 1. Right? And the replace request to shoot with 0. So the bullet will set it to 0. So now we're going to come over here and we're going to go when flag clicked, erase all forever. Oh, sorry. Wait. 0.02 seconds. Erase all. So now we're going to come back here and just have a go to random position. Chuck that on the start as a clone thing. Random position. And what else do we need to do? Something else that I'm forgetting. Why have I forgotten? Why now? Oh, yeah. Just set the repeat just to exaggerate this, or just to get the full experience. Just set it to 5 or whatever. Sweet. So now we actually have a problem. What's the problem? The clones don't know where the player is. So just point towards player. There we go. See that? It works now. So now all the clones point towards the player and they shoot at him. Okay. I see it. All right, this one here, this clone here is a little bit retarded. I don't know what's wrong with him. Let me just restart this. Okay, yeah, he's good. Okay, yeah. You know, they're all good. They're all good. I fixed it. I said to refresh it. I'm just gonna add something to my player one. River point towards mouse pointer. Move 3 steps. Sweet. So you see this? They all, they shoot towards the guy. We'll just come over here and we'll just set this to 0.01. Okay, that's not doing what I wanted to do. But anyways, so it mainly works. Now just, we don't really want this bullet to be visible, so we're just going to go set ghost effect to 100. Actually, we can just chuck this on that guy. Sweet. We don't see it anymore. By the way, you might be thinking, what the hell is going on? Why is he shooting 2 or 3 bullets at me at once, right? No, it's not that. It's just the screen refresher. Okay, trust me. Now, you don't have to have these these blue streams visible if you don't want them to. But what we could do is come down here, set pen color to 16, make it bright. Just chuck it here. Sweet, look at that. Now, it doesn't now look like bullets. By the way, bullets in movies and games and stuff, they always appear yellow. Yellow to whitish. Not red, not orange, yellow. Sweet. So, there you have it. Now, this doesn't have much juice, like there's no walls, so all they do is they just shoot at you. That part is up to you. You're going to add the walls, you're going to do whatever, you're going to add it to your game. So I'm just wondering if there's anything else that I am missing. I don't think so. I think that's it. Sweet. Really? This backdrop, not important. Yeah. It's pretty obvious, but just in case, you do not need this backdrop. I just made it like a dark purple because the screen is way too bright for my eyes. Oh, yep. Awesome. I think that's it. And, yeah. So just a reminder, you can set this number to whatever you want. Let's go 100. Yep. By the way, probably can't do more than 150 because then 150 times 2 enemy clones, bullet clones, is wait, hold on. Did I say 150 or 151? Whatever. 150 times 2 is 300, and that's the maximum amount of clones that Scratch will allow you to have. So the only issue here is that this costs 2 clones per, bad guy. So if you're sensitive about clones, perhaps this is not for you. But if you're not, you don't care, then yeah, should be fine. And I mean, who the hell is gonna have that many clones, right? That you're not gonna have this many bad guys in your scene, are you? I hope not.